Good morning, students. How you all are? Hope you all are well. In today's class, we are going to start a new poem from the book Hornbill. The name of poem is The Laburnum Top, written by Ted Hughes. So first, we will discuss about the topic or title of the poem, The Laburnum Top. Here, laburnum is a tree. It is a name of tree. हिंदी में उसको आमताश कहते हैं. दैट इज़ वेरी कॉमन ट्री. आई होप यू ऑल हैव सीन, है ना. एक स्मॉल ट्री होता है विथ ब्यूटिफुल बुशी येलो फ्लावर. सो बेसिकली दिस पोएम is about laburnum top. So now we will start our poem. We will discuss hard words. We will discuss literary devices. Read the poem and I will explain the meaning to you. So we will start from the first paragraph. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. One more time I am repeating. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. So here you can see that the first line the poet is introducing the laburnum tree, and what poet is saying, the laburnum tree's top part or upper part is very silent, quiet and still. मतलब बहुत ही शांत है. There is no movement. There is complete peace. This is very important line in the poem. Then poet is saying that in the afternoon yellow September sunlight. Here yellow means the laburnum top. As I had already explained, the flowers of these trees are in yellow color. September, basically the month September is used here to represent autumn. ऐसा नहीं है कि पूरे वर्ल्ड में सितंबर मंथ पे ऑटम सीजन होता है, बट इन दिस पोएम द मंथ सितंबर इज यूज्ड टू रिप्रेजेंट autumn season. The poet is saying that in September autumn season, the laburnum top, it is full of yellow flowers and even its leaves have started turning yellowish. Normally autumn season में जो leaves होते हैं, it turns to yellow and it fall from the tree. So here you can see that the word yellow is used many times. The reason is that the color yellow is used to represent autumn season. Here it is September month. So you understood about the first paragraph. Now we will start the second paragraph. Till the golden finch comes with a twitching chirp, a suddenness, a starment at a branch end, then sleek as a lizard, and alert and abrupt. Here goldfinch. Goldfinch is a name of bird. Even this bird have yellow color in its body. So again you can see that poet is using yellow color to represent autumn season. So poet is saying that the goldfinch, the bird, comes with twitching. Twitching means the beautiful sudden sounds produced by the bird. Even the word chirp, it means sound of the bird. So poet is saying that suddenly on the laburnum top, which was very quiet and very still, suddenly a yellow bird comes with its sound. Then it is saying that suddenness and starment at the branch end. The word starlet means amazed, है ना, amazed. Then sleek. Sleek means smooth, as lizard, and alert and abrupt. Abrupt means sudden. So try to understand that what poet is saying. Poet is saying that as in the first paragraph he said that it was very silence there in the laburnum tree. Then suddenly what happened? A bird, goldfinch, comes. It produced some sound, है ना, it produced some sound. Then what happened? There was suddenness, there was starment at the branch end. So now there is lot of movement in the branch end as the bird entered, and now there is no silence, no quiet stillness. Then you can see that poet is comparing the goldfinch, the bird, to a lizard. As you have seen that जो लिसट का जो मूवमेंट होता है वो बहुत स्लीक होता है, दैट मीन्स सडन. अलर्ट मीन्स हल्का सा भी कुछ होता है वो बहुत जल्दी मूव करता है. एंड इवन एब्रप्ट, एब्रप्ट ऑल्सो इट मीन्स सडन, है ना. सो एस लिसट जो है वो अपनी मतलब दीवार में चलने की कला के कारण बहुत फेमस होता है, बहुत स्मूथ, बहुत स्लीक उसका मूवमेंट होता है. सो इन द सेम वे पोइट इज सेइंग दैट द movement of bird goldfinch is very smooth. It smoothly enters the laburnum tree at the branch end and starts singing. So now there is no quietness, no stillness there. Then next three lines: she enters the thickness and a machine starts up, off chittering and a tremor wing and trilling. The whole tree trembles and thrills. So here the pronoun she is used for goldfinch. So goldfinch enter the thickness. Thickness means the most bushy part of the tree. सबसे घने पार्ट पे जो बर्ड है वो एंटर करती है. एंड मशीन स्टार्ट्स. हियर मशीन मीन्स normally you can understand that ki if a bore machine comes near to your house, it produces a great sound, है ना. So in the same way here machine starts up, it means the bird starts chittering, it starts producing sound. And then tremor of wing, tremor means shaking, trilling means the rhythm ऑफ साउंड प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द बर्ड्स. जैसे कि बर्ड का जो एक साउंड होता है वो एक प्रॉपर रिदम में जाता है, दैट इज रिफर्ड एज ट्रिलिंग हियर. सो एज द बर्ड, है ना, शी, द बर्ड एंटर्स द bushy part of the plant and she starts the machine, that means she starts chittering and she starts flapping her wings. So what happened? Now the whole tree, it is tremble and thrills. Means in the first paragraph, in the first line, the poet was saying the laburnum top was very quiet, very still. But now you can see that poet is saying that whole tree is trembles and thrills. So you can see that how in a very silent tree a bird enters and she makes so many changes. Moving towards next part. It is engine of her family. She stokes it full, then flits out to a branch end, showing her bad face identity mask. Again, the pronoun it is used for bird goldfinch. Okay. Here in this paragraph, the poet is comparing goldfinch to engine ऑफ हर फैमिली. यू ऑल नो दैट गाड़ी का इंजन जो होता है वो सबसे आगे होता है एंड द इंजन टेक्स द होल व्हीकल. मीन्स पूरा ट्रेन का भी, पूरा जो ट्रेन खींचता है वो अकेले इंजन खींचता है. सो इन द सेम वे द बर्ड इज़ जस्ट इंजन ऑफ हर फैमिली. वाई? बिकॉज शी स्टोक्स. स्टोक्स मीन्स टू फ्यूअल अप, मतलब फ्यूअल को भरना. सो पोएट इज़ कंपेयरिंग bird to engine because what she is doing, she stokes it full. मतलब जो भी उनका नेस्ट है उसमें वो खाने के सामान को लेके आके रखती है for her family. This is the reason the poet is comparing the bird to engine. Then flits out to a branch end. Flits मतलब to moves out to a branch end, showing her bared face identity mask. Bared face identity mask. It is a phrase and basically it is used to just represent how bird hide herself इन द येलो फ्लावर्स. मीन्स वो जो येलो फ्लावर्स थे वो उसके लिए एक मास्क के जैसे यूज़ हो रहा था. सो यू कैन सी दैट हियर इन द फर्स्ट पार्ट द पोएट इज कंपेयरिंग द बर्ड टू अ lizard because her movement is very sleek, alert and abrupt. Then in the same paragraph, poet is comparing the bird goldfinch to Indian because she stokes it full. That means she brings food for her family. So I hope you understood the second paragraph also. Moving to the next part. Then airy delight whistle chirrup whispering, she launches away towards infinity, and the laburnum subsidized to empty. So the word eric. Eric means strange. Delicate means which is very easily breakable. Then launches. लॉन्चेस मीन्स आप लोगों ने सुना होगा रॉकेट लॉन्च करना. दैट मीन्स इट इज़ रेडी टू गो. ओके. देन इन्फिनाइट. हियर इन्फिनाइट मीन्स sky. So what poet is saying? Poet is saying that that the bird is very eric. That means very strange, very delicate. She came just like a lizard. Then she fueled up. That means she arranged food for her family. And now what she is going to do? Launches away. That means she is ready to go away from the tree to the infinite. Infinite means sky. As we say that for birds, sky is the limit. That means they can fly wherever they want. So what poet is saying that the bird came to the laburnum tree. She came like a lizard, very smooth movement. Then she had given food to her family, and now she is ready to move away towards sky. And the last line that is very interesting, and the laburnum subsidize to the empty. Subsidize means come back. So the laburnum tree comes back to empty. Here empty means, if you remember, you had seen that in the first line poet says that the laburnum top is very silent, quiet and still. And again in the last line you can see that laburnum tree is empty. So you can see that the tree was all alone in the beginning. Even towards the end it was empty. That means there was very peace, there was very silence. But the bird goldfinch, she comes and she had made so much change in the life of a tree. Basically the main idea behind this poem is to beautify the season September, that is autumn. Okay students, so I hope you understood about the poem Laburnum Top. And if talking towards the rhyming scheme, you can see here, है ना, the words are not rhyming. The words are not rhyming. So this poem is written in free verse. Then talking to one more literary device, and it is alliteration. Okay, it is alliteration. Here you can see that September, sunlight. Both the words starts with letter S. So it is an example of alliteration. Even you can see that in the first line, silent, quite still. Both words starts with S, but there is one word that is quite in between silent and still. So जो correct pair of alliteration है, that is September, sunlight. Silent, quite still ये भी एक काइंड ऑफ एलिट्रेशन है जिसको कॉन्सोनेंट्स बोलते हैं, जो कि सेम वर्ड सेम अल्फ़ाबेट से स्टार्ट होता है. Okay students, so I hope you all have enjoyed the very beautiful poem written by Ted Hughes, and if you have any doubt that you can ask, and now you can start writing the question answers. Thank you students.